Okie dokie. Today is log 4. It is the ninth Tuesday of December. That's a funny way to say that, but yeah. Anyways, I woke up this morning thinking about, I already kind of had a topic on mind because I had to use it, and it just kind of got me thinking and contemplating uh my experience with changing my self-talk, or how I talk to myself, and how important I think that is. See, this morning, it was just kind of one of those mornings where you get up and you're like, oh man, I just want to stay in bed a few more minutes, or I'll wait till later to get up, you know, same old, same old. And I started kind of thinking to myself, normally when I think to myself, it's usually, what's it called, like the second person, I think, or third maybe. It's more so like for example, you know, hey, you can do this. Uh, you got this to do. Using the word "you" instead of "I," which I don't know. That's just kind of how I talk to myself. But anyways, I was thinking, I was like, it was like a form of gratitude, because I was like, man, you're lucky to get up another day. It's so good that you get to use your body and move how you want to move. It's so good that you get to think how you want to think and be who you want to be, and how there's so much within you that's within your control. And shit, next thing I know, fuck it, I'm up and out of bed, and I'm like, damn, I can't wait to experience today. Like, it's a crazy way of just like motivating and coaching yourself in a way. And I just think that's like how important that is, because I'm currently uh, uh, I'm 26 years old now, but I was thinking about, years over the years, how my self-talk used to be. Whereas I used to be negative to myself, and I never had like a good relationship with myself, because that never crossed my mind to that it's good you develop a relationship with yourself, because you know if you've grown up and experienced life where for the most part everyone's kind of negative towards you, or you've had like a lot of negative experience, um that kind of imprints onto you, and you don't really know how to talk to yourself and kind of be in a sense. How I look at it is like a father son relationship with yourself. Like, you're kind of helping guide your inner child in a way. And whenever I think about it, I think about, uh, if anyone's familiar with the God of War, like 2016 and Ragnarok, that relationship with Kratos and Atreus. And that's kind of how I think about, in terms of dealing with your internal world and struggles and stuff. And being able to, in a sense, learn how to appreciate and comfort yourself, while also, it's good to be a little stern but not abusive. I think from my perspective, I was more abusive and hating towards myself than actually encouraging and helping build a foundation and building blocks to what it is I would like to do in the future. Even though the future is still pretty much an unknown, but the day to days of what I enjoy doing, as far as working out, developing a more positive mindset in even in the face of overall negativity and just overall righteousness in life. And I think, you know, developing a relationship with yourself helps with so much in life, like especially confidence. Like, it's crazy now to see other people's, like, the way they think by the way they speak. You know, like, normally when I hear someone speaking negatively about just anything, I kind of pity them, because I can't help but think, damn, you know, that's a reflection of your internal world, and like just how overall you see life. And I just think that's kind of like, damn, that sucks, because I used to be in that position. But I understand not everyone's ready or has that ability to you know, flip that and actually combat your mind in a way. Because if you think about it, funny enough, I think the brain is naturally retarded. Hear me out. Let me cook. So when I say the brain is retarded, I mean, like, your brain kind of, like, if your brain is naturally feeding you negativity, and then you indulge in that by just constantly, like, focusing on the thoughts it's giving you, your brain doesn't understand, like, good and bad in a sense. Like, you understand, like it's hard to explain, but like, your brain, when it's feeding you like negative and cringy and just like stuff you really, you know, is not good for you, your brain doesn't understand that, like, oh, this is bad. Your brain's like, okay, they like this. This is what they like. So let me keep giving them more and more and more and more and more of that. Whereas if you combat that and you're like, hey, cut the shit. This is not what I'm looking for. And you kind of, in a way, train yourself on what you like to see, and train your perception and things. Your brain is like, oh, let me feed you this. You see it all the time with how people speak, you know, about positivity and brain rewiring and stuff. But a lot of that is easier said than actually done. Um, it's just it's crazy. uh, yeah, it's just crazy that how the brain works. Like, the brain is actually retarded. Funny enough. And you got to kind of coach it, because your brain at the end of the day is another part of what's in you, what makes a person whole. You know, you hear the whole scientific, well, you are your brain and this and that and the third, but I don't know. I tend to see it as like you're a culmination of things, right? Your physicality, your spirituality, your mentality, and all of that is within your own grasp and control. It really is. It really is. If I had told this to me years ago, I'd have been like, man, you're full of shit. Life sucks. Fucking this. And looking at it now, it's like, that's all bullshit, man. And that's what you allow. Like, every day for me, life is such a treat and a blessing, and so beautiful. And even when hard times approach, like, life's not always going to be, you know, sunshine and rainbows. Hard times always come. Being a struggler is always going to be part of life. That's just how life is. You know, you struggle, endure, and contend. Shout out to Berserk, best anime and manga ever. But you have a lot within your control than what you might believe right now in this instance. And all it just takes is consistent daily work. It's like going to the gym, man. You just, even when you don't feel like doing it, you just show up and try. Like, you might not be able to give 100%, but you showed up and just went through the motion at least. That's better than just giving in and raising the white flag and saying, hey, I'm not showing up to today's battlefield. You know what I'm saying? Showing up pretty much is the battle. If you show up, you already kicked negativity's ass. It's like, oh shit, he wasn't playing. He showed up to battle, even though he's fucked up and battle torn and full of scars and just fucking can't even raise his damn sword. You're still that's more than enough to push the demons and negativity and all that shit away. That's more than enough, because they don't know how to defend themselves, figuratively speaking. um but yeah, man, it when you actually start fighting back positively and making a change, there's a little resistance, but it's that resistance kind of goes away after a while. It's like, oh shit, okay, I didn't expect that. And yeah, just like, even when life's like starting to kick your ass again and shit, just the switch in mind shit and perspective just makes everything less shitty, even if it is shitty. It's crazy, because now you're like, ooh, this is a new challenge for me to want to pursue, and I can overcome, because it kind of leads into today's quote later, one of my favorites from Friedrich Nietzsche. I'll read it later at the end. um, but man, it's just like, hey, show up, struggle, endure, and contend, and you know be your best friend, your best ally, your best everything. Do that, provide that relationship for yourself, so that way, if it's something you desire, you're able to help others because you know how to help yourself, and you're not neglecting yourself and abusing yourself to help others, because you matter and you count too. You have to always remember that you matter and you count. you know it's like being a superhero. Like, yeah, you got Gotham to save, but hell, Batman's got to save himself too, because if not, shit, Gotham's fucked. You know what I mean? But anyways, I think that's all I really have to say on that matter. I could probably go into detail again later, but I just keep everything fresh and off the top of the head, and I don't really do too much, like these are pretty much, these videos are just journals. And if they can help someone else, sick. But it's also a thing for me to want to look back on later and, like, damn, see how I've even evolved from that, and so on and so forth. But it's still more so of a challenge to get comfortable being able to speak and be my authentic self within the world, and not just keep it internally, if that makes any sense. So there's that. So the next thing, what I kind of got to talking about, um, on a regular anyway, is the workout. So today I did, it was just a core day, so I try these different core exercises. Uh, damn, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what they were, but a lot of them worked the hip flexors today, which, surprisingly enough, is a muscle that's I think is heavily neglected. And it was like lower abs and stuff like that. And I caught some mean ass cramps today during that. I caught it all on video and everything. So when I do start my fitness channel later, I'll I'll have that to show when I start uploading all my backlog stuff alongside my um, daily stuff. When I'm ready for it. But this channel's a stepping stone for that. But Yeah, there's pretty much the workout talk. Did my 2 mile run, then did the abs workout, and after I ate a post workout meal, which is just some 4 hard boiled eggs, uh, cottage cheese, and pickles, and I had a little bit of mustard, some Frank's Red hot sauce, and some zero sugar barbecue sauce, just a little bit, and I mixed that all up, and it was like a damn like egg salad pretty much. And then I made like 2 slices of keto bread and tried it on there too as like a spread. It was pretty good. I like it. So I kind of ate that as like a little snack before I eat dinner later, which is normally just I just air fry the chicken, like a whole chicken breast or chicken thighs. Today it'll be chicken breast, and then I'll do a bag of cauliflower rice and some broccoli, and then I'll just add some seasoning and sauces to that, and that'll be that. I'll be full and in a deficit and feeling good. Um, Anyways, the next thing before I get to the final quote of the day is I figured towards the end of the videos I'd do my gratitude and then the quote because it just makes sense to me. So the things I'm thankful for today is my ability to have self-awareness and be able to construct my own mindset and be able to get up every day and pursue excellence. I'm thankful for my little girl, which is my cat. Love her to death. Without her, I probably wouldn't be here, and I know she wouldn't either because shit, we kind of saved each other. It was probably a story for another time, another place. I'm thankful for my roommate. Even though he's my best friend, he can be a kind of a negative Nancy at times, but I can see past that and see the good in people and the good deeds they do. I am thankful for the opportunities I have. I'm thankful I get to eat when I want to eat. I'm thankful I get to control my own destiny pretty much. I'm very thankful for that. And that's all I could really think of today. I'll probably see some more. Or naturally, thinking all day, I'll come up with more stuff that I'm always grateful for, and speaking to myself internally, if that makes sense. But that'll do it for today. So let me leave you with one of my all-time favorite quotes. And so, what does not kill me makes me stronger, by Friedrich Nietzsche. Simple as is and carries a lot of weight. So I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Peace.